Welcome to the English speaking and grammar classes. Please do like and share the video, and I'm very much sure that the topic which I've compiled today, you will definitely like it. Subscribe the channel and don't forget to press the bell icon so that you are tuned in with the upcoming videos, because a lot more is planned in the index. And please don't forget to comment in the comment box, because that's quite encouraging. So we come directly to the topic which we have taken for today. This is something which is compiled to enhance your vocabulary, and things which are compiled out here, the words which are taken, the verbs which are taken out here, the adjectives that are taken out here, that will definitely enhance your vocabulary and help you in the speaking and the written part. We are talking about 6 senses: sight, hearing, taste, touch, smell, and the 6th sense. Mind it, all these words, just notice, give a notice to yourself. Some of the words every day, these are the everyday words which we at times trapped. At times when our vocabulary or the word bank is very low, when we have less words in our own vocabulary, then it becomes very difficult for us to convey something or understand something even. So just to give a help, things are compiled for you. First topic is sight. I'll read out the words, and that's not so, I'll explain it to you also. Glanced, noticed, observed, witnessed, gazed, glimpsed, saw, peering, staring. So we are working on the vocabulary and the pronunciation even. Now we come to the meanings of that, and the fun factor to these English speaking chapters are that we will learn the terminologies, we will work on the word bank, but we will do it and learn it in a fun manner with the help of exercises. So we start with glance. In a quick look, you saw something. Now noticed, that's not a quick look, you have seen something and you are 100% sure of what you have seen. You noticed it intentionally, you saw that, and you were observing that. Observed. Now that was something where, for example, I'll come to the sentences also. Observed. When I say, I observed that you were cheating in the class. Observed. My observation, I was continuously watching you, and something happened of that sort which proved that you were cheating. So I observed. Witnessed. While crossing the railway track, I saw something that a train is going to struck on, and I witnessed an accident. So what I am sure of, I am the particular one with the sight where I can prove it. I have seen something, there I am a witness. I witnessed that some crime is going to happen, and so I could smell that circumstances around was something there, and it happened because of the carelessness of the driver. So I witnessed that because I was observing that, I noticed this, and I saw that. So with the sight, so many variations are there, but with slight differences. Gazed, looked steadily. Observing, you are looking at something in a continuation, in a continuous manner. You know what you are looking at. Glimpsed, in a sight, you just saw, you are sure of that you saw something, but you are not sure at times, not always, at times, that what you saw, just a glimpse. In a moving train, I just glimpsed that one village came, but what name was written on the station, I'm not sure of that. But I'm sure of that a village station came, a small station we have just passed. So that is glimpse. I saw, I saw the name of the village station, that station written on the board, but I'm not sure what it was. It was a quick sight. So this is a small peering. You tend to see something, but not with permission. You are peeping into something, not with permission. You are trying to see something, not with permission. Staring. Staring at times has a negative meaning, like you are continuation without blinking your eyes. You are on to something, but this is not observed or noticed. This is not that. Observed and noticed is something you are looking at it because you want to know what is going on with your sight, with the help of your sight. But staring is something you are frowning at. You are giving a anger sight also, that is staring. When you are trying to fear, all these things come in staring. So I suppose this part of sight is clear. What words we have taken? Glanced, noticed, observed, witnessed, gazed, peering, saw, glimpsed, staring. Hope this part was clear to you. And now we come to hearing. Hearing, what we hear. Our organ of ear is used. Noiseless, no noise, pin drop silence. Complete pin drop silence was there in the class. It was completely noiseless. I can't believe that yesterday there was a party because the hall was noiseless. No, I couldn't make it out that 15 people were sitting there. It was noiseless. Silent. I can feel that something is some movement or something is there, but it's all silent. But there's a difference between noiseless and silent. Silent is something you are feeling that some life, someone, some human beings, animal, something is there. But noiseless is something, noiseless is something which the silence echoes, which you can feel that silence is there. Quiet. I'm sitting in the class, teacher is teaching, but the class is quiet, but the class is not silent, because some noise is there, someone is speaking, the teacher is speaking, and that is quiet. Everyone is quiet. Noisy, all are not speaking. Around out of 35, 5 or 6 children are talking, and they are trying to disturb. Some disturbance is there. Some disturbance, I use the word noisy. See, minute differences, but there are differences. Loud, all are talking, but your voice is not heard so loud outside, but the person who is walking, if the principal is taking a round in the corridor, the principal can make it out that all the children are talking in the class, but that's not disturbing the other classes, but there is a lot of talking. Loud. The class was really loud. Your voice is too loud to be heard, and now it comes deafening. Marriage party in your neighborhood, and you are trying to study, but you can't concentrate because you can't feel anything else, because the voice is so deafening. You can't feel anything, only that noise is coming to your ears. And you, even in the party, the best example could be in a party, such a loud music is there that two people are trying to convey just one sentence, but they have to scream on their scream and howl on their highest pitch of voice to just convey one thing. And suddenly, if the recording or that song has stopped, you realize that you were shouting. So that is deafening. This is deafening, which without except that you can't hear anything. That is deafening. I repeat the words: noiseless, silent, quiet, noisy, loud, deafening. 3 for the louder side and 3 for the silent side. Now I come to taste. Sweet, sour, salty, spicy, bitter, hot, Now, tasty, tasteful, tasteless. This is the scale that's given out here. And like when, as I told you, many chapters are there in the index. So in that one chapter is food also. How do you call, how do you plan your menus, and what all words are used for the taste buds and all. So that is something very exciting. Overcooked, cooked, savory, all that is there. So you will really enjoy that. You can relate a lot from here. Sweet like honey. This is quite sweet, but not that sickly sweet. That's not sickly. That's only that sweet. You can sometimes too much of sweet is also not good. So this is just sweet like honey. Sour like vinegar. Like vinegar. The taste like vinegar. Salty. Chips you have, the food, the fryings and all those chip, that salty thing, snacks and all. Bitter, strong coffee with very less sugar. Just imagine that. So bitter taste. Spicy Indian food. You, when you have your Indian food, you have different spices that come to it, and you have a spicy food. Too many spices? Spicy. That means hot. Too much of chili. Too much of Mama, it's too hot. I can't take this cereal at present because it's too hot. Not at times it is according to the temperature. At times it is more of chili used. Now tasty, good to your taste buds. You are happy to eat something. Tasteful with lots of spices, aromatic flavors. That is tasteful. And tasteless, you are eating something but you can't make it out whether what taste it's coming. You're just eating. You have to fill your stomach and you are eating. So these are the set of words which go for taste. Sweet like honey, salty like chips and all. Your snacks. Bitter like strong coffee with very less sugar, very bitter. Sour like vinegar. Spicy like Indian food. Hot could be for the temperature and even for the more of chili. Now tasty, good to your taste buds, you are liking it. Tasteful, very aromatic, something different is coming to your taste buds. And tasteless, no taste, nothing, you are just filling your stomach. Now we come to touch, the feel, the touch, the skin touch. Now, she nervously fingered her collar. Fingered, to show, to indicate, that is indicative. This particular part, that is fingered. He stroked to move your fingers on, and stroke the cat and patted the dog to move your hand in a zigzag continuous movement, like a pendulum. You are moving your hand like a pendulum. Patted. It's quite lovable. These two words are used when you are feeling happy, you are feeling love. Now, she tapped him on his shoulder to give a knock on the shoulder. He grasped her hand in a very tight, and to catch something, to hold on something. Grab, to snatch something, to take away something. Snatch, to take something forcibly. Press. There's a difference between grab and snatch. Snatch is something forcibly you are taking it, and grab is you are holding it tightly. Press, to give a pressure point on some particular point, to give pressure on something, to push. Handle with care, handle with attention. You have to handle this with care because it's quite fragile. Pawing, like animals are moving their paws and it's quite irritating and it's not so sequenced, that is pawing. Now these were the words for the touch, Now we come to smell. Stinking, something is getting spoiled. like some vegetable, it's getting ruined. That smell that comes, that is stinking. Evil smelling. When you talk of evil smelling, like a rotten egg suddenly it breaks a rotten egg. That sudden feel of yours is something very evil. I can't tolerate, not tolerable. Smelly, something is rotten and something bad. Smelly is not for good. Smelly some in the room as I entered, I could smell that something is smelly in the room, something is ruining, or socks is there, or some smell, some unusual smell which you can't define. Aromatic, quite quite wondering, very nice, aromatic, with herbs and herbals and different sort of a smell which you are enjoying. That is herbs. Mostly we connect it to herbs. Scented, a particular sort of perfume used, or some particular smell that comes. Fragrant, fragrance. This is the rose fragrance, this is the lily fragrance, this is the sandal fragrance. So the fragrance, that particular, you can suddenly make it out. Okay, this fragrance you are using, very good. Sweet smelling, like when after the rains we can smell that mud, that is sweet smelling. When we water the plants, that smell of the mud, that freshness that comes, the washed out trees, that freshness that comes, that is sweet smelling. Perfumed, intentionally something is being perfumed. Artificial flowers, you put some particular perfume on that to make it fragrant. So these were the words for smell. Sixth sense. When we talk of sixth sense, now sixth sense is something which we can't see, we only feel. Telepathy. Today I don't know why off and on I'm remembering of my uncle. And as you said this, a bell rings. Hello? Yeah. Oh, uncle. How come? I don't know why even I felt like talking to you. The uncle answered. So that is something telepathy. You are thinking something and automatically it comes to someone else also. How come you know? I never called you. I never told anyone that I wanted to talk to you. I don't know. The uncle answered. I just wanted to talk to you. Something very uneasy was happening. I just wanted that thing happened from me. Are you fine? Everything is fine. This sort of is called telepathy. Ghost, we all know, someone walking in the dark with white clothes, which is all imaginary, but that's the ghost. UFOs, unidentified flying objects, like some people say, I've seen, they are sure that from other planets UFOs come and this happened and that happened, but it's still illusions. Now, intuitions. I am thinking of something and I reach to a place and I think that I've been to this place. I don't know why this place is quite familiar to me. And my mama answers, you've never been to this city only, how come this place? But something like this intuition is something which makes you feel something connected, but there is no proof of your connection. Deja vu, that is something when you feel that something is going to happen and that happens also. Premonitions. Now, something about to happen, strong feeling you have that something is going to happen, especially at times it is for unfortunate thing. So these are the six sense. Here we come to the end of the words, but very quickly I'll be asking a few questions and you try to answer in yourself. Like, for example, which word will come for this? You come downstairs in the morning and smell some fresh coffee. Something very fresh is there. What word will come? What word will come? Aromatic. Now, a friend, an excellent cook, tries a new recipe. So, what word will come for this? Tasteful. I told you there is a difference between tasty and tasteful. Tasty, good to your birds. Tasteful with something new, some herbs which something different. So we are talking about a chef. Obviously something different. Now, on as a crime or an accident occurs, you know, you are sure that it occurred, what word will come? You witness the accident. Yes, I know that happened that place only. Okay. Closely finding it hard to make things out. Very closely, you are finding it hard to make things closely. Peering. You are trying to peep in, but you are not making it out what is there. You are trying to peep in. You are trying to see. Fixed. Your eyes are fixed on something. I told you, staring or gazed. Now, touch the button to start. Now, what word can be replaced by touch? Touch the button to start. What word will replace touch? Press the button to start. What will come here? Press the button to start. Now, Chinese cooking, what taste it has? What taste it has? It is spicy. Spicy. Many herbs and all. And I quickly looked at my watch. How can you replace quickly looked? Quickly looked, glanced. I just glanced out of the window. Just a quick look I gave, not a steady one. Now, rotten eggs. How does it smell? Rotten egg. I gave you the example also. Evil smelling. Something you can't tolerate. Roses. Roses are giving. Roses give fragrance. Fragrant. Now, feeling certain someone could be trusted, although you have no real reason to believe so. You feel that this person can't be trusted, but you don't have a reason to it, but that's something coming in you that that person is not to be trusted, and that comes true. That is intuition. You felt something, and that's quite true. I suppose I've justified with the words of exercises, and I've justified with the chapter. And things are clear to you. We have talked about 6 senses: sight, hearing, taste, touch, smell. 6 senses. Now, please do comment in the comment box. I would love to read your comments, how you like the video. Please do like and share the video. Subscribe the channel. Please don't forget that, and press the bell icon so that you are tuned up with the upcoming videos. Lot more is there for grammar, for speaking, vocabulary, enhancing, a lot more. That's a promise. Thank you so much for being with us.